Not many knows that Indonesia used to be a Hindu kingdom in the past, which has many temples, and one of them is Penataran Temple. Penataran is one of the largest Hindu temple ruins complexes in East Java, Indonesia. Penataran Temple is a Siwa temple. It's believed to have been constructed between 12th century to 15th century. The first thing you'll see as soon as you go inside the complex is Dwarapāla Statue. There are two of them, both as a symbol of guarding the gate. This temple played a significant role in Majapahit Kingdom, especially under King Hayam Wuruk. He considered it as his favorite sanctuary, which dates from the Kediri era. Archaeologists believe that Penataran Temple during its use was called Palah Temple, as mentioned in Palah inscription. It mentioned that the year 1194 as the year of construction by King Syrenggra, who ruled the Kediri kingdom between 1190 to 1200. The purpose of the construction was as a mountain temple, a place of worship ceremonies in order to ward off or avoid the danger caused by the Mount Kelud, which often erupted and damaged residential and agricultural areas. This is the temple of Candra Sengkala. People of East Java know it better by the name of Brawijaya Temple, which is the most well-known building in the Penataran Temple complex. It's also used as a symbol of my own alma mater, one of the best and oldest university in Indonesia, University of Brawijaya. On the left side of Candra Sengkala Temple, there is a statue of a woman which is interpreted as the incarnation of Gayatri Rajapatni. This temple has another alternative name. Sometimes people just call it Ganesha Temple because inside the temple chamber there is a statue of Ganesha. It is in a sitting position on Padmasana. Padmasana is a Sanskrit word, means a place for praying and putting offering for Hindus, especially Hindus in Indonesia. Entering the second courtyard, there are two Dwarapāla statues in a smaller size compared to the one we saw at the entrance. This courtyard is divided into two parts by a brick wall that runs along the direction of the temple in the middle of the courtyard. The wall is now only the remains of the foundation that are still visible. In the northeast, there are 6 remains of building made of stones and bricks. In the inner part of the central courtyard, we could find the Dragon Temple, which only has the lower part remains. The Dragon Temple is named so because its building is wrapped in dragons. The dragon sculptures is supported by 9 figures dressed in royal attire, looks like kings, each at the corner of the building, in the middle of the 3 walls, and on the left and right sides of the entrance. On the southwest side of the courtyard, there are 2 remains of buildings. A small stone temple that has recently collapsed, which the Dutch used to call Klein Heiligdom or Small Batara. It seems that this temple was first built together with Palah inscription through the Pratishta ceremony. In the other hand, one more temple remains, it's just a brick foundation. On the third and last courtyard, there is the main temple building consisting of 3 terraces arranged with a whopping height of 7.19 meters. Around the temple walls on the first terrace, there are reliefs of Ramayana Story. To be able to read it, you have to follow the direction of Prasawiya, starting from the northwest corner. Ramayana Story is about the Prince Rama's journey with the help of an army of monkeys to rescue his beloved wife Sita from the hands of a great monarch of Lanka, Ravana. It's actually kinda triangle love story between Rama, Sita, and Ravana. We are very lucky that all tourists is allowed to climb the temple, taking pictures and videos. On the second terrace walls, there are reliefs of Krenayana Story, whose storyline can be followed in Pradakshina or clockwise manner. This story is the work of Empu Triguna, who lived during the reign of King Warsajana of Kediri Kingdom. Those reliefs depict the life story of Krishna and his love story with his own cousin Rukmini. This story is a parallel to the wedding of King Vishnuvardhana with Nararya Waningyun, where both groom and bride are cousins. The Ramayana story narrates that King Karavira received the approval of Bhimashka, king of Kundina, to marry off his daughter, Rukmini, to King Suniti from the Candi Kingdom. However, Rukmini's mother, Pritukirti, expected her nephew, Krishna, to be her son-in-law instead. Likewise for Rukmini, this matchmaking was not in accordance with her desire, because she already had a romantic relationship with Krishna, a handsome, intelligent, and powerful young man. Queen Pritukirti sent a maid to meet Krishna to tell him what had happened and told Krishna to come and run away with the princess before it was too late. Unfortunately, there were a complicated war fought for this matter, but long story short, Krishna and his army were able to defeat the enemy. Finally, Krishna and Rukmini got married and together they ruled the kingdom as king and queen. Through this epic story, Empu Triguna tries to provide a lesson that marriage based on coercion is completely in vain. Now I'm reaching the peak of the temple. The view is very incredible. I was just imagining how it would have been standing here a millennium ago with all its glory. After enjoying a few moments at the peak, I decided to go down on the second terrace to observe reliefs carved on its walls. While on the third terrace walls, there are reliefs of dragons and winged lions. Oh my god, those reliefs are magnificent. I was wondering what kind of technology they used to create such a precision masterpiece. The site was added to the UNESCO World Heritage Tentative List on October 19, 1995 in Culture category.